Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final round of the Online Karting League Hungary one-off series. I'm Sean Herbshaw. I'll be taking you through tonight's proceedings. We have the Hungarians on track with one South African. Boys are all dressed up and ready to go for the final race.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen,
of
welcome to the final round of
2023. Sorry, I just heard myself come through my own speakers there for a moment. Hopefully that echo goes away. But yeah, like I said, final round. We've got the guys racing for the first time on Kecskemet, a track in Hungary. This is their favorite and most famous or highly regarded track in the Hungarian karting scene. Hopefully this track makes up for good racing. From what I have seen so far, it does look like it could be very, very fun. Martin Varga and Adam, a US, currently having a go at it on track. They are both part of AM Racing. These guys represented in the OKL KV UK World Champion, or the World Finals, Virtual World Finals that is. Adam US Racing and Martin Varga, the team principal. So as you can see on screen, these guys are still putting the effort or working together on track. Let's see who else do we have. So Martin Varga, Adam US, just behind him is Robert Attila. And then we have Lantos Balas, David Sibok, Adam Nudge, Akos, the guy's surname. I think that's his name actually. I believe the Hungarians have their surnames in front and then their name. So Komoshi, I probably butchered that properly, so I do apologize in advance. We are running a Cosmic livery there on the MK20 kart. Then Marcel Kerbely. Only 9 karts on track tonight, so most of the South Africans couldn't join tonight, or wouldn't have joined tonight, because we're at the end of our racing or school year. So all the boys are done with their school and started packing and getting ready to go down to the beaches for our what we call festive season, the holidays. Over the Christmas period, we in South Africa enjoy it on the beaches, warm, and yeah, just chill it out. But I know most of the guys up north will have a cold winter time, so hope you guys enjoy that. But for us, we will enjoy the beaches. But for tonight, we'll be enjoying karting, and hopefully the boys put on a good show for us. I see Lucas Sturman in chat went to the rugby, the 7th rugby. Hope you enjoyed it. You probably enjoyed a whole bunch of beers there today. Unfortunately, our team didn't represent too well. So at least the guest should have been cool, Luca, and I hope you enjoyed it. Been there myself many times, and it's always been super fun there. Boys racing in the Mini 60s tonight. Only 9 karts. I mean, it's last time around was also about 9, 10. So this is a very young series. OKL Hungary. Obviously, this was just a one-off event, so nothing too serious. Just the guys having a feeler of what's happening here. But the 2024 season should be super, super cool with these guys tying in with OKL Europe. They will also run the Hungarian series at the same time as the European Championships, obviously different dates or different days, and as well as and then as well as the Online Karting League South Africa and Africa Championships. So there will be a lot of karting happening in 2024. We are mega excited. We're in about last couple minutes, 6-7 minutes worth of practice, and then we'll head into a 5-minute qualifying, which will be very, very quick. All the boys will go out on track and put on display. We are currently following Ashai Nagura, the only South African entry racing tonight, and Ashai actually has a chance of winning this one-off championship. Martin Varga leading the way with 76 points. Adam Nudge in second place with 69. Then we've got Ashai Nagura 54. Adam Uhas in fourth, 53. Sebastian Diaz not racing tonight. Quinten Leipzig not racing. Ruben Karstens not racing tonight either. Robert Attila, or Attila Robert rather, he's got 21 points. Jensen Diaz not racing. David Sebok 18 points, and then Benedict Vida not racing, and also not racing. So a whole bunch of guys not here tonight, but that's also okay. The boys are just here to have some fun and finish off their last official race for the year. And this is of course another track made by Online Karting League, and that's a beautiful looking track, nice flowing track, good passing opportunities. See, Martin Varga's got a little bit of a dented nose cone there. We'll follow one of the newcomers, Marcel Kerbely. Just see what he's all about. Number 99, making his way around the track. First couple corners. Curbs are a bit dodgy. You don't want to be hanging around on them too much. Taking that kart all the way to the outside. Slam the brakes, turn in hard and pick up the speed once again. Then going into the double right-hander here. Long right-hander. Into a 90-degree corner here. Throw that kart into the corner. Use a little bit more of the track than what is available to you. Then hard braking zone here. 2 braking zones rather. And then going out and then flat out from here with that long straight big toe to be picked up here with the Mini 60s on fixed setup. But this is amazing. Hopefully we'll expand our offering in the 2024 season. We are looking at partnering up with the guys from SimKart Modding with regards to the engines. So still working on some details around that, but there might be Rotax, there might be Rock, there might be X30 for the European series. So we'll see how that goes. That of course won't be an official partnership with the Rotax, Rock or X30 engine manufacturer or series. It will be a different engine will be racing, and it just happens to be either Rock, Rotax or IME X30s. But yeah, that's something to look out for the next year. The OKL EU as well as the South African Championships already starting mid to end of January, with a big track being released by somewhere tomorrow. The European guys will keep a keen eye out for Fletcher International. Track's done and dusted. I've done some testing. Everything looks good. It will be packaged and released by tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Tuesday. But 100% in this coming week. And that is something to look out for, because that will be one very, very exciting track. 2.5 minutes to go. Fastest guy so far is Lantos Valas. 49.364. 28 milliseconds down the line is Adam Nudge, just crossing the line there. Pretty big toe happening behind him. We get our onboard of second here. We don't have an onboard of sorry. Just my camera there for a second. Let's see how they go about this track. Climbing the curve a little bit too aggressive there was, that looked like you had. And slamming the brakes just a little bit too hard there as well. There's Tip-Up. Beautiful piece of track. Nice facility. cams here to see what's available. I don't think this helmet of Nudge has a helmet cam option. I just want to see quickly. Yeah, so we can't even go on board with Nudge. Well, on his helmet at least. So no helmet cam for Adam Nudge, unfortunately. But still, good looking helmet, good looking kart. And now into the toe he goes, starting his final lap. Well, not a great start to the final lap. Maybe he got a little bit of a stage fright there. Nagura now starting his final lap as well. And of course we also have to give a shout out to all the drivers around the world that had an absolute blast at the Rotax Grand Finals this past weekend in Bahrain. The guys seemed like they had a super fun time. Obviously we had a lot of support for our South African brothers, and the guys really had a great race. And also safe travels to each and every driver going back home to their respective countries, and we hope to see a lot of them online soon to come have some fun in the races and yeah, just have a blast, I suppose. Right, that's Nagura finishing his final lap at the back of the pack, unfortunately. That is early practice though. Anything can happen in qualifying. Right, that's practice done and dusted. We're going to start going into the 5 minutes of intense and quick qualifying. Driver should be able to get about 5 laps in. Alright, then off we go. First guy out is Ashai Nagura, not waiting, but then there's a big stack of drivers going out together. So all the Hungarian guys were like, okay, well, we'll just work together. Nagura's like, I'm going to get the maximum amount of practice I can still get in, since this is a new track for Nagura. Unfamiliar hunting grounds, rather, for Ashai Nagura, that is. But everybody else, all Hungarian drivers, all know their way around the circuit. They know the little ins and outs, those small little places where you can gain and lose time. So we're just going to follow Nagura to finish his first lap. Nagura now going into the last couple corners. Hard braking zone there, throwing that cart in, turning left and right, getting that cart out, flat up through here now, all the way down to do a 50.4. That was definitely not the best laps. That's the first banker lap for Nagura, so hopefully that's good enough. Whoopsie. Lantos now going out, finishing his first lap. 49.9. So Lantos breaking first blood there. Let's see, still a couple guys to finish their first laps. Martin Varga crossing the line now. Second place for Varga. Adam Uez. Adam Uez not playing around at all. Instantly going 30 tenths quicker than Velas, so amazing first lap there from Adam US rather. Right, there goes everybody's second lap's done. Anybody going to be able to do anything with regards to US's first lap? So far it doesn't seem to be the case. Varga improving just a little bit, but not going up on his lap at all. Adam US improving, Nudge improving as well, but still off the pace from US. US continues to improve with his laps though. Adam US, Adam Nudge, the two Adams having a go at this one in the qualifying. 2 minutes to go. Eric Haystack saying enjoy, guys. Eric, of course, are you already back home? Because you were traveling from Bahrain, or are you still at Bahrain, Eric? And yeah, congratulations, you had some great racing this past week. Right, US crossing the line one more time, not improving this time around. Number 95 of David Sebok running wide. They're opening the door for Balak. Lantos. Ballas, that is. I think we'll just stick to Lantos, right? So last 30 seconds, Nudge has nudged himself up into first place ahead of US. For he's going to might be able to squeeze in one more lap for 20 seconds. Will he be able to cross the line? I don't think so. So only those first 4 carts will cross the line. No, they won't. All of them will be done. So number 27 moves himself up into third place. That is Lantos. Number 93 crosses the line. That's Attila Robert. Not improving. Adam US the final. Nope, second place is what he will have. Lantos does have time for one more run, so he's going to try and squeeze it in, and as well as David Sebok, try and get their final laps out of the way. Right, so last couple of corners now. Will Lantos be able to move himself up into first place as he's going to cross the line in just a second? Nope. But Sebok moved himself up into fourth place there, so David Sebok, fantastic qualifying there, getting the best out of his kart in the last run. So that's amazing. Into the pre-final we will go in just a second. Let's have a quick look at chat. No, nothing happening there. So let's have a quick look at the results. Right, so Adam Nudge 49.480 was the pole position lap, and just a little bit more than half a tenth Adam US, so the two Adams in front. That's a 49.539. Then Lantos Ballas 49.707. David Sebok 49. Oh, they just changed that quickly. Oh, that's because they just need to check the pole position laps quickly. So David Sebok did a 49.812. That will be fourth place. Then Martin Varga 49. Martin Varga and Robert Attila did exactly the same lap time, although the gap here says 1 millisecond. I don't know what the logic is behind that. Maybe that's what's happening behind that. What's that? 4th and 5th decibels. So yeah, that's quite an interesting take there. Same lap time. Martin Varga getting the better of him there, probably because he posted that lap first, maybe. Then Marcel Kerberly, 50.226, and then in 8th place, Akos will be 50.369, and then Ashai Nagura not being able to keep up to the pace from these guys. 50.489. So yeah, we'll just wait for the boys to come out. I see a shy in the chat here saying the guys are so fast. Yeah, that's also because that's their track. They should know what's happening there. At least that's my opinion about it. So we are just waiting on the stewards to just double check the final or the first couple laps from the qualifiers. The first 2 or 3 guys, I think 3 guys, they said they will have a quick look at what's happening there. So yeah, we'll just give the guys a moment, and then we'll see what's happening. Okay, well, having said that, it seems like we're good to go. The positions are sorted. Let's just have a quick look at if there's anything I might have missed. Seems like we're good to go. I'm going to wait for the guys to start their final lap. Right, 40 seconds to go. We are waiting for the start sequence to complete, and then we'll get straight into the swing of things. Alright.
We have a warm-up lap. Could you just please fix that?
We'll have to reset that quickly.
Okay.
Alright guys, just give us 1 second. A little bit of a mistake there. Okay, we are back. Apologies for that, guys. A little bit of a mistake on my side, but we should be good to go. Just gonna wait on the admins to get everybody back into the server, and then we're gonna finish off. Just waiting on the final guy to get in, and we're gonna get going with this race. Everybody seems like they've made it in, so we should be good to go. The only difference is the guys might have less rubber on track now, because we had to restart the server, unfortunately. Well, that right there just throws a spanner in the works. Alright, so that's Nudge up in front. At least all the guys know their starting positions by now. Right, all the boys going into single file now to get the start of their formation lap up and running. Boys will heat up some tires there a little bit, throw the carts into the corners, get some heat into the circles of that tire. And you see some crashing at the back there. As we've come accustomed to, people don't know how to do a formation lap apparently. We've seen this even in the World Championship, so it's nothing new there really. Guys don't know how to behave. Alright, slowing down already. Here we go. Boys are into the swing of things now. Yeah, and into the last sector we go. The sharp left-hander and then 180 right-hander, and then let's slow down the back straight, or the start-finish straight. Oh, it looks amazing when we do formation laps in Kart Racing Pro. Keeping it nice and slow now on Nudge. Ooh, Martin Varga, just a little bit of a love tap there from behind. Hopefully they all keep it nice and clean. But Nudge leading the pack now. He's the one in control of the pace and how we should go about it. Although Nudge is being pushed back, but yeah, that's a false start. Yeah, definitely. I thought as much. The guys behind Nudge, US were pushing him and forcing him to get so much faster than the rest. Right, this is now the second start attempt. One more lap lost. Lap 2 of 10, that is, for the pre-final. Nudge is leading the way with US just next to him. Hopefully this seems a little bit better this time around. Yes, that's lights out and away we go. Nudge getting a fantastic start. US doesn't seem like his start is too bad either. Lantos going to tuck down the inside of... Oh, he gives Nudge a little bit. Oh no, that's US. A love tap from the side there a little bit. But both of them seem like they have been able to get away there, so that's good. Just checking what's happening behind you. Kirby got a good start, moving himself up to the fourth place. Varga in fifth with Ashai Nagura moving up into sixth place already from the back of the pack. Nagura going down the inside. Ooh, Martin Varga having a little bit of a moment. Nagura's going to try and pounce on that. Varga is keeping that position for himself. Ashai Nagura has to yield out of that one, unfortunately. Oh, Nagura flips his cart there. Off he goes. Nagura losing his cart there. Lantos in third place still, with US and Nudge leading the way. Nudge and US from the same team, AM Racing. Looking absolutely amazing, these carts of the team from AM Racing. The Hungarians leading the way. Well, there's only one South African. He's already flipped himself out of the race. So it is now all Hungarian race. 8 carts on track. Having a go at it in the mini 60s at Kecskemet. Well-known track in Hungary. Adam Nudge. Adam US. It's still a battle of the Adams. Down inside goes Adam US. Gets over the curb there. That seems like he might have used a little bit more than what is available to him. But side by side we go. Inside line into the last corner there is Adam Nudge. US is going to tuck behind him though. He's going to get a proper toe down the straight here in fixed setup. Going to go the long way around onto the outside. Try and keep his cart going there. Side by side these guys go once more. Still the inside line for Nudge. And Nudge just keeps his cart in the correct position on track, and he's forcing US to go the long way around, and it hasn't worked out for him as of yet. Still side by side. Earlier on the brakes there was US. Maybe trying a little bit of a cutback there to get himself onto the inside line for the next corner. Doesn't seem like that's worked out for him either. Nudge has got the better of him as it stands. But this is opening a door for Lantos to come in behind him, and Lantos is now all over the back of US now. He's caught up so quickly. These guys fighting, that gives Lantos the opportunity. And of course there is a rule in OKLH where the breakers, the leaders are not allowed to work together to break away from the pack. They have to fight each other. So that obviously opens the door for great racing, which now has opened a door for US to go down the inside of Nudge, who's still defending like there's no tomorrow. Ooh, US all over the curbs there. It's not an ideal place to be on this track. On the curbs, it will flip these mini 60s so easily. But there we go. Nudge once again defends. US going to get late on the brakes and send it down the inside there. Cutback opportunity. Nope. Lantos there cuts across the track after being tapped by Nudge. A little bit of a... too much of a dive there from Lantos there, which obviously caused him a big loss there, unfortunately. But US and Nudge are still having a proper go at this. Side by side, once more. Ooh, now they are touching the front and rear bumpers. Two teammates don't want to be bumping each other too much on track, but the driving has been hard and fair so far, so it's been looking really, really good. Just want to see, there is a little bit of a battle up just behind him, 3 carts, but here goes US once again. I don't want to move away from this because it is this close. US goes down the inside, cutback opportunity there from Nudge, does that cutback perfectly. But he's still on the outside though, so US maybe worked that one out to perfection there. Just want to see Robert Attila, Martin Varga. Oh, Attila, as we go onto him, he flips his cart. Excuse me. Martin Varga. So 3 AM Racing drivers in first, second and third. So the boys from the AM Racing team really showing all their pace. Dominating the Hungarian scene as it stands. US is leading away from Nudge now. That is the number 88 of US, who's got, seems to be a lap down on the timing sheets, which is a bit weird. But we're now on track. These guys are having a battle. And US is leading the way from Adam Nudge. So it's still the battle of the Adams, opening the door for Valga and Lantos just behind him. Oh, down the inside goes Nudge. No, that was US defending, but that now opened the door for four-way battle. 2 more laps to go. It is US versus Nudge versus Valga versus Lantos. It is proper racing here in Online Karting League Hungary. 4 drivers, final 2 laps to go. Of the pre-final rather, so it's not the end of the race. But this is as close as it gets. Will Valga send it down inside? Valga seems like he's lining something up here. Went a little bit to the outside there. Maybe try, it's too long of a corner to do a cut back there really, so. Or is Valga just holding on to them just to see, you know, there's a potential bump from these guys and I'm going to send it. But Valga can't be too patient because Lantos is all over the back of Valga as it stands. Right now, final lap. And we've got Nudge on the outside, US on the inside. Lantos going down the inside of Valga. They're passing himself up into third place rather. US doing a cutback there, coming back down the inside of Nudge. Wow, that's an amazing camera angle coming through the carts. Looking fantastic. Down the inside, once again, is US. Rather, he's on the defensive, but the cutback move there by Nudge. But once again, the cutback doesn't really work because you're going to go to the outside afterwards, which is not ideal. But now Lantos is having none of this. He's going to send it down the inside of Nudge, moving himself up into second place. Nope, Nudge is holding on for dear life there. That's proper driving from these guys. Hungarian boys are all over these Mini 60s. They've got everything under control. That was the final corner. US takes the first race there with Nudge right behind him. And then who gets... That's Martin Valga and then Lantos Balas in 4th place. Then David Shebok. Oh, that was amazing driving from the boys. Really, really good stuff. And Akos in 6th. Kerbali in 7th. US is showing us 7th there, but he is technically in 1st. And then Attila Rovit in 7th or 8th. 7th rather. And then Ashana Gura out of the race from the get-go. So that was unfortunate. It was an amazing race there. The boys showed some proper speed. I wonder what happened with the time penalty. Just a timing bug. Yeah, just a timing bug, it seems like it. So US leading the way legitimately. So fantastic driving there from US. Guys, tell us in the chat, what did you think of that? That was amazing racing. US and Nudge start to finish, having a go at it all the way through. And then closer to the tail end of the race, we saw Martin Valga and Lantos coming into play there. And it was a 4-way battle at the end over the line. So amazing driving. And that's ultimately what the Mini 60s offer, really. Amazing karts. Those things are so closely contested, which makes for the most amazing racing. And we are currently just waiting for the protest to take place and finish up there. So we'll just hang around for a minute. I will just go on mute for a second while we wait for the protesting to finish up, and then we'll chat to you guys in just a second. Okay, we are back into the final race. Just want to double check here. Would help if I unmute myself. We are heading into our next race, which is another pre-final, or heat rather, however you want to call it. US will be leading the way. Oops, somebody already a little bit of a moment in the background. We are just heading around the track to do our formation lap for the next heat. Right into the final corner we go, at the exit of the final corner. Heading us down the straight here is Adam Juhas, followed by Nudge, then Varga, then Lantos. Into the tram lines we go. That's lights out and away we go. Seems like we got away there cleanly at least. 3 AM Racing drivers with Lantos on the outside of them. Oh, no, that's Juhas having a big moment, almost flipping his car. Caught hold of that one, but that's him out of the race, essentially. As well as number 93, that is Robert Attila, out as well at the back there. But we'll follow the leading pack now. Martin Valga leading the way. Big gain there. Valga moving himself up into first place. And then right behind him, number 95 of David Sebok, that is. Ooh, running very wide there is Valga. Saving a groundsman some time there on the cutting the grass there on the exit of that corner. First lap done and dusted. Ooh, that's Sebok on the outside there. Opening the door for Nudge to move himself up into second place though. Nudge moving himself up there into second. Easy as can be from Nudge, fighting himself up. Now it's about Nudge versus Martin Valga. Lantos there moved himself up into third place as well. So David Sebok losing out quite a lot there, unfortunately. Four-way battle as it stands. There's another cart coming into play, number 99 of Marcel Kerberly. Make that five-way battle there. Ooh, too wide. We go into the last couple of corners. Intense through there. You don't want to be going side by side through those corners. Lantos got a fantastic exit out of that final corner. Big run down into the first corner. Flat out through there. Wow, Lantos moving himself up into first place around the outside of Valga. It's not something you see every day. That's fantastic driving from Lantos. Nudge moving down the inside now as well. Nudge coming in there. So Shai Nagura from the back of the pack. Shai Nagura is up into third place already. Nagura representing the South African boykies. Nagura now in third. Valga in second and Lantos up into first place. If you look at this, not too far behind this pack is Adam Juhas already. So he's been catching up at a rapid rate of knots. With all these fighting happening up front, the boys are catching, that got taken out in the first lap. See if we can just follow Nagura on board there for a moment. That's not the cam I wanted. Neither is that. There we go. Oh no, as we go on board with Nagura has a little bit of a moment. But he's still alive. Ooh, there's a kart coming out of nowhere, sending himself up into the corner on the inside there. Nagura losing out quite a lot there, unfortunately. So Nagura is out of that fight for now. But it is Valga and Lantos up in first and second. But we are still keeping an eye on. Or Lantos going down the inside of Valga. Not fighting that too much is Valga at all. Just want to see what's happening here further back. US has caught up to the leading pack, well, the second pack rather. The leading pack is a little bit further down the line. But US has moved himself into contention once more with after spinning out in the first lap. Just needs to find the way past. Check, Nagura is now back into the swing of things here. So Nagura is going to try something this time again. My camera's not working. Right now Nagura goes on the inside of Lantos, giving Valga a little bit of a tap there. Cutback opportunity. Ooh, that's a perfect onboard cutback there. Oh no, that's not ideal there. Valga, oh no, Nagura losing out all the way there, but there was, I think that was Kerbally that got taken out there, unfortunately. Look at US up into fourth place now. Adam US from the back of the field after spinning out into the first corner. Oh, as I say that, there goes US once again. Nagura moving himself up to second place now. Nagura's going to send it down the inside. Easy, no. Lantos is defending that, having none of that. Oh, opening the door now. Oh, Nagura losing 2 positions there. A little bit too excited to go down the inside of Lantos, and then Nagura spins out and then collects every cart behind him. Oh, that's unfortunate. We're going to go back to the leading pack though. Number 95 of Sebok, 27 of Lantos, and number 12 of Valga having a proper go at this one. Lap 7 done, starting of lap 8 now. Amazing driving from these boys. Mostly clean up front. Man, I love that camera when the carts come by there. Amazing camera. Sebok versus Martin Valga. Versus Lantos. Again, a 3-way battle. Ooh, don't get onto the curbs too much, boys. Being a little bit too aggressive on the curbs will get you a one-way ticket out of here. See, number 44 card of Akos is on his, with the card on top of his back, lying there, doing some push-ups on the side of the track. Not ideal. Probably want to get off the track now and let the boys race and not get in the way. But Lantos has moved himself up into first place. Valga is defending it. Sebok is going to come down the inside now as well. Send it. Valga down 2 positions, basically from first to third in 2 corners. But that's not over and done with as of yet. Lantos is trying to defend this properly. Oh, a little bit of a love tap there from Valga behind. Onto Lantos, pushing Sebok wide as well. Now number 69 of Nudge coming into play. And moves himself out of position easily. Final lap. Oh, Sebok just clipping the rear of Nudge there. Nudge very aware of what's happening, catching that cart, getting it under control, and continue driving like nothing happened at all. So that's pretty amazing. Now let's just go back to the leaders. Valga versus Lantos. Where will Valga try and pounce? Nowhere, because Nudge is not having any of this. He's gonna try and come down the inside. Well, next corner is pushing him out to the outside, which will open the door for Sebok to move himself up another position as well. Oh, Valga's got all kinds of wrong there into the corner there. Valga losing his cart quite a lot. Control of that cart rather, but he managed to survive through there. Now Nudge is going to come on. Wow, crazy corners that we've just gone through now. Lantos taking this heat with Varga in second, and then Adam Nudge in third, and behind him is Sebok, Ashina Gura. And the last car to finish will be without a nose cone, Marcel Ukurbeli. Crazy race that is. Bit of a chaotic start, a couple guys getting clipped and spinning out, and then US making an amazing comeback drive, but then unfortunately got clipped again, taken out. So we've pretty much have been all over the place, really. That was a bit of a crazy race. Pretty good though. Some good battles on track. I'm just confirming what's the story, because I thought we were only having a pre-final and a final, but we had 2 pre-finals, which means... Alright, so... Alright, cool. So just confirmed we are just waiting for the protest to quickly run through, and then we're going to head into our final race. So we're just going to go on to a small break once again, and then we'll be heading into that final race, which will be taking place in the next 5 minutes. Alright, we are back, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final. All the penalties have been dished out. Seems like only warnings. So it doesn't seem too bad. Quick and easy for the admins to get it out of the way. Who's gonna head away in first place? Volga. No, that's Lantos leading the way. We are just waiting on the grid to get reshuffled and then we're gonna get on our way. Alright, we're gonna try this once more. Just waiting on the guys to reshuffle the grid. We're going to get into the formation lap and start our 15 lap final, or 14 laps rather, plus one formation lap. Right, who do you guys think is going to take the victory at the end? Lantos, Volga, Nudge, Juhas? Or will one of the other guys come and pull in right at the end and get themselves involved? Sibuk was involved at the end. Naguro had pace and unfortunately got taken out or spun out in that previous pre-final. So let's see. Right, as we head around our final corner, we are now in our starting sequence essentially. Boys need to get side by side down into the trim lines. It is Lantos Varga leading the pack here. And it's lights out and away we go. Big start, Nudge giving Lantos a little bit of a bump from behind. So, ooh, we've got Carnage at the back. I'm seeing Cots fly off into the burst. No, everybody seems like they made it somehow. Though all of them gave each other a little bit of a love tap there, so not ideal, but There we go. Lantos leading the way, Nudge in second, then Martin Volga losing out in the start there in third place as it is. Volga, no, that's Nudge going down the inside of Lantos. Rather, that's on the outside. Lantos got the defensive line going for him there. Nudge going to try and go the long way around there. Open the door for an inside move there. Is he going to? Yes. Nudge moved himself up into... Ooh, that's Lantos moving, losing 2 positions. Nope, he went onto the defense there and cut Volga off. That's opening the door for number 93. That's Robert Attila. That opens the door for Nudge to pull away just a little bit there. Attila now moving in and on the hunt against Volga. Oops, no, Attila getting all over the curb and getting it all kinds of wrong there, unfortunately. US has moved up quite a lot now, so US up in 5th place, going on a charge here for this final race. The battle is still between Volga and Lantos. Nudge has pulled away just a little bit because of all the fighting happening behind him. Into the slipstream we go now. Martin Volga is going to have to get he's going to get a good run here. He's going to go down the inside. Is he? Yes, he's going to send it down the inside. Lantos not fighting that too much, leaving the door open pretty much as wide open as you can, saying, hey, come down the inside, but I'm not going to fight this. I want us to pretty much work together to see if we can catch Nudge, who's got such a huge gap, really. Nudge moved away, pulled away by quite a big margin, but it is a 14-lap final, so anything can happen, really. Lantos is still all over the back of Volga, but I am wondering if he's going to even try and pass. But I look at US now. US is catching them at a rate of knots here. Yeah, you can see Lantos just bump drafting Volga down the straight, because they can work together to catch onto the pack, or onto the leader rather. But they, once they catch up to the leading driver or the leading pack, they are no longer allowed to work together at all. It's one of the cool rules that Online Karting League Hungary has in their arsenal. What that rule generally means is if 2 guys break away from the chasing pack, they have to fight. There's no bump drafting down the straight to work together and break away from the guys chasing. They have to fight. So yeah, it is essentially no working together to get away. But if you are the chasing pack, you guys can bump draft and catch onto the back of the leaders. Nudge has a 1.2 second gap. That's a huge gap. Nudge pretty much broke away from the get-go after everybody else started fighting. As soon as Nudge got ahead, he moved away and is now building on that gap. But US now is going to come into play here. Sending it down the inside of Lantos. Did Volga just pull out to the side? Yes, Volga did. Volga opened the door for US and told him, you know what, you're clearly the fastest driver here, so let's all get in behind you and follow suit. So now US is leading the way for the chasing pack. But look at that big gap. 1.8 seconds is the gap now that Nudge has ahead for how far he's in the lead now. US, Volga and Lantos is chasing behind, but they are not quick enough. It does seem like US is used to the pace. It seems like he's gapping the guys behind him as well. So Volga letting US go means that US has now been unleashed to chase and hunt down Adam Nudge. So it's Adam N versus Adam J. This gap seems a little bit smaller this time around. Let's see what it looks like when they cross the line. What an awesome track. Kecskemet in Hungary. Okay, so 1.7, so about a 10th gain. Not really anything to write home about. Volga is still on the back of US. do onboard and follow the rear view cam of US as Varga and Lantos is following behind. We'll cross the line and see what the gap looks like now. 1.5, so 2 more tenths gain. And they need about a half a second still, and then they'll get into that toe. And then they should catch up to Nudge easily. A little bit of a love tap there from Varga. You can see them working together though. Varga just nudges him down the straight, giving us a thumbs up for the stream, showing us he's listening in, working with his teammates to catch on to the back of their other teammate who's leading the way. So it's an AM Racing 1, 2, 3 with Lantos just behind him. 1.3 seconds the gap now, so now we're starting to see the gap fall down lap by lap. Soon US will be in that toe. US is working this kart. Just you see on your bottom right of your screen, US slamming the brakes, foot on the throttle. See if we can get the other foot here. See how he works his throttle rather instead of the brakes. Flat box dude, doesn't even lift. Throw that kart in here. You see US working the kart now. Lift and throw that kart into the corner once more. Now into the final couple corners. It's a very technical bit here. Use the brakes on the first corner, first part of that corner, and then everything else is basically flat out. 1.3 seconds still the gap, so nothing gained in that lap. Nothing to talk right home about rather. US is working this kart, he's driving the curves as much as he can without penalizing himself. Nudge climbing onto the curve there, US climbing onto the curve. Slamming the brakes, throwing that kart into the corner. It's amazing to see the onboard driving from these guys. So now it's all about US versus Nudge. The two Adams. But has the gap gone down enough for US to actually get into that toe in the last 3 laps? Doesn't seem like it. Does seem like Nudge has got everything under control as it stands. 1.375 is the gap now. Let's see as they cross the line. 1.25, so a 10th gained. Not enough though. 3 laps to go. He's gonna need one good lap. He's gonna need like 4 tenths to get into that toe, and then use the next 2 laps to pretty much fight that one through. But I'm gonna just follow behind here between Lantos and Varga. Seems like this is where the battle is at for the last podium spot. Currently occupied by Martin Varga. All of the podium. Ooh, Varga running wide there, so that opens the door for Lantos, getting himself into 3rd place now. Once again, we'll keep a keen eye on the gap ahead. There's a battle happening between Sebok and Ekos. Check the leading gap now, 1.3, so no time lost. We are currently on board with the Battle of the Wooden Spoon. So the 3 guys at the back of the pack with the rest of the guys up front. Seems like these little gaps are building between everybody now. Nudge is leading the way still by a healthy margin, 1.3 seconds, 2 laps to remain. He just needs to keep it clean enough. You can afford to throw away little time in the last 2 laps. Sacrifice some lap time by just keeping it on the black stuff. But yeah, as I said, Nudge pretty much has everything under control. But one small mistake can throw it out of the window completely, and then US can be onto the back of him. 1.1, so 1.5 tenths gained there by US, but again, not enough with 2 laps to go. Pretty much think that everything right now is done and dusted for Nudge. That is, if he keeps it clean, no silly mistakes throwing away lap time. But as soon as not Varga, US gets into that toe, he will be able to just hone in onto the back of Nudge down that long straight. But it doesn't seem like that's going to happen, because we are now going into our final lap, last 2 corners. And now the start-finish straight where your big toe would have been needed, and we're already down the straight. So last lap now started. 1 second is the gap, still not enough for US. Trying everything in his power to catch onto the back of Nudge, but Nudge pretty much is keeping that gap where it needs to be, keeping US out of that toe. Half a lap to go for Nudge. And if my calculations are correct, Nudge wins this race, and that means he will win the one-off series championship. So there we go, Nudge finishing in the top spot for AM Racing. Adam Nudge winning the final with US in second place, Lantos in third, and then Martin Varga in fourth. And then we'll have number 93 of Robert Attila in fifth place. Sebok in seventh. Everyone else retired. The boys taking their carts into the pits. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That's the end of the OKLH one-off series. We will be taking a break from karting, virtual karting rather, for the next couple of weeks or month, 1 month technically, as we will be heading out into the world, well, the European and African Championships post December. So in the middle of January we'll be starting with Online Karting League Africa, Online Karting League South Africa rather. The Online Karting League Europe will start post that, well, also in January. And keep an eye out this week for Paul Fletcher International, which will be released within the next couple days. Tomorrow, hopefully. If not, it will definitely be during this week. But that track looks absolutely phenomenal. Keep a keen eye on that. And we will see you guys. For everybody that's on the roads, traveling during the December holidays, at least for us in South Africa, we'll be going down to beaches and stuff. I hope everybody's got a fantastic and safe travel. Enjoy your holidays, enjoy Christmas for those that do celebrate it. And if you don't, enjoy the time with your families while schools are closed. Business is closed down during this time as well. So we will see you guys in the next month, or next month rather, which will be in 2024. We hope you guys had a fantastic year, and we hope you guys have a fantastic year that comes. And we will chat to you guys in the very, very near future. That's it from my side, Sean Loebscher. I'm done. I'm clocking down or clocking out for the last time this year. And yep, we hope you guys have a